Nice. I don't want family plan. I just want to watch myself so I can read this chat. I haven't popped up live yet. If I go here, oh yeah, microphone's switched on. There we go. Jesus. What's going on? Bloody flies. That's a bit better. You can still see rubbish behind me. There's an abandoned property over there. I wanted to try and get into one of the sheds to, get out of the shade. Oh, in the shade, so I don't have to wear a hat. I think there's no actual driveway here. It must be through the next property next to it. But people live in that one. Oh. I've got the 2511T clone with me. So I need to remind everyone, once we hit 1,000 subs, that's what the giveaway saw is. Well, tuning screwdriver, I think it's just loose. Yeah, there it is. I haven't had the air filter cover off this saw since. Over there, I don't know. It's empty, completely empty. Windows are boarded up. Cut all the trees down. No trees here. They're box thorn. It's pretty good. It's letting fines in still though. But I ran this camping. Cutting red river gum. An iron bark. The red sawdust all over it. Change blunt. And that's how much it stretched. But she's actually, I think it's still got fuel in it, but it's blunt. Yeah, there's still some fuel in it. Put a splash in there. Fire it up. It hasn't been run since the last lot of holidays, whenever that was. Melbourne Cup weekend. Yeah, Melbourne Cup weekend. It was a long weekend. It's the last time it was run. So that was that September or October? How far? It's about an hour's drive to get to where I go cutting. Primed it up. Choke. 3 pulls. Absolute beast, that little saw. Fox food berries. Okay. That's a box thorn right there. Those two there. Then there's like a funny tree sort of thing that they're actual box thorns, but there's no box trees here. They must have all been knocked down, but there is a big one across the freeway right there. I'm sitting on it would have been prime farmland. It's probably a wheat paddock back in the day, but then they must have brought topsoil up here from the spread. Okay. What's going on here? Why did my second phone go dark? Oh. There we go. No, I'm not at the weir. I'm just up the road from my house, right next to the freeway. Follow the dirt road up. Comes to here. It's 2.5 k's to where I am, one way. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up. Wisdom. Yes, it still is morning. It's 10 a.m. I've got another chat message, Facebook chat group going absolutely ballistic on that phone. That's why she's plugged into the battery pack. Just had a little 2511T, fired it up. I haven't run it since Melbourne Cup weekend, which I think was September. Yeah, it was still September. Maybe not, October. I forget. When was Melbourne Cup weekend? I took it camping with me. I put it through our hardest timber. Red River gum, red box, iron bark. Chopper there. 5 thumbs up straight away. I was just talking. Here, look like my shirt. There's my merch. I ordered my own. I bought it my own shirt so I can wear it to show you guys what the straight from PA, which is Philadelphia, isn't it? Only took a couple of weeks to get here. I need like another phone actually. This is the box I use with all the tools in it I need for when I go out cutting. Screwdriver, like a couple of screwdrivers, all my scrunches, needle nose. There's probably a shifter in there as well, which is a crescent wrench, you guys call them. It is windy and these bloody things don't cancel it out. They said they did, but I must have to get the little sock thingo. Hit the like button and subscribe. What was I talking about? Oh, my tools. Plus there's parts. There's probably the carb from the kit saw's in there. Pennsylvania, yeah, sounds good. Wind's not that bad. So this is a electric chain sharpener, but I can actually use it to grind on cylinders. I got it because just in case, because I got another one at home, but I actually use it. You can put the flex shaft on it with the handpiece. All you got to do is unscrew that and put the flex shaft on it. I've got a 12-volt one at home. This is a 3.6. I actually use this to grind out the rails on that new bar to suit the home light. So I got a big flathead for adjusting the chains. There's 3 or 4 scrunches. There's a T15 or T25 screw driver in there. There's side cutters. There's long nose pliers. There's a crescent wrench. I've got a chain or 2 in there. There's another smaller screwdriver in case I need to take a plate off the carb. There's a pull handle, my earplugs, file handles, spinners. Basically nearly everything I need to do to work on what I got. 5mm T-handle for husky mufflers or cylinder bolts, if you know. There's a couple of chains in here. There's a couple of bits and pieces off other saws that I've videoed recently, and that's about it. That'll get cleaned out and modified soon. How's the sunlight? Phone screens are going dark because I'm sitting out in the sun. So I didn't bring any other saws apart from the Echo clone today. I was going to bring, I think, I don't know, it was like a spur of the moment. I've just been out and come home, jumped in the ute, got this out of the toolbox of the camper trailer and come up here. So all the 08s and the 07, I was planning on changing the fuel hoses, putting the filter on the Canadian 177, the donation saw, and getting it going. I've possibly got a fuel filter somewhere. Well, I could put one off an 08 into it and seeing, but Jesus, the phone screen's going dark. Why does it do that? It's flat out. I was supposed to get a stick to hold the phone in the vise. Pretty clear. Yeah, I'm looking at the second phone. I can see the second phone, but the one I'm filming on goes dark. I don't know why. I need to change it. I think it's on battery. Low power mode or something. Yeah, so just like a spur of the moment, we'll see what happens. I can fire the Echo clone up or $180, I think. Temu each. I bought 3. Far out. They're going absolute AWOL on that chat group. So my missus and a 2X, well, workmates. Auto brightness. I'm not 100% sure. It was my daughter's phone. It's an iPhone 13. but it's the small one, not the. Oh, it's the Pro, but not the X. Are they X? The big one. It's not the big one. Climbing saw. Climbing. Top handle. It's the giveaway saw. I've got one brand new in the box at home. Wait until we hit 1,000 subs. Then I'm not sure what I'm going to do to pick the winner. Have to come up with something different. Even though it's got the easy start, it still does pull back. One thing I do have to do is find the correct plug and get rid of the torch. I'm not saying that the spark plug that's in it. Actually, I don't even know what brand is in it. It did come with a spare in the kit. Comes with the tool kit. Those big goggles, gloves, mixing bottle, scabbard, operator's manual like you do with an Echo, or Actually, I probably didn't even need to take the air filter cover off, because this comes off separately. When I remember. Oh, Jesus. There's not much room to get the boot off, the plug, but it's a smaller plug. It's a 10mm, not a... I think the other one's a 12. LD CMR7H. It's not even a brand name plug. But as I say, I've put 1, 2, 3 tanks through it. Then 1, 2. It's had 5 or 6 tanks through it now. Absolute beast. And I'm not even 100% sure if I want to port it, because they're open transfer cylinder, not closed like the actual Echoes, which is a shame, because I would have liked them to have been a closed transfer cylinder or transfers like the 372. turn the microphone off, sorry. Absolute beast. It pulls that 12 through a solid piece of red river gum like it's nothing. And I even had, I think it was 14 inch. Absolute beast. I haven't gotten it out of the camping trailer until today, so that's why I still haven't cleaned it or anything. Chris, spur of the moment, live stream. Well, I was kind of planned on doing one, but we ran out of time to get organised for it. We're kind of winging it. I just managed to get this out of the camping trailer toolbox before I jumped in the ute and come up here. Still waiting for Darcy to pop in. I was talking to him a little bit before. He's probably actually running his one now. O8S design got rejected copyright. Can't work it out. Everyone else, all these other famous YouTubers have got McCulloch and John Surred and all that, and I go and make one and add some text to it and they reject it. I don't know. My 08S design was in my store for about a week, and then it was all of a sudden you couldn't see it. But I only got the email. Well, I didn't get it. I got an email or something from my store, but not the actual store, if that makes sense. The same company. So I clicked on it. There was a little link inside there. I clicked on the link, then it sent me into my store, and there was a notification. So I clicked on the notification before I had to go set something up. Clicked on the notification and it said, "Here we go, rejected." I was like, "Oh no." I don't know. 194. I got a 192. 192 at home. There's a couple of videos on that. I've got to go back in, and I need to make a pipe for it. I wonder if I turn it around, will that make the screen any better? It's very glary, humid. Yeah, I actually paid for this shirt, Chris, even though my missus can make it. This is actually screen printed, but it's dull. The colours aren't what they would be if my missus actually made it. So it doesn't quite match because they've stretched it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one. I had an 020, I should have kept it. So as I was saying, as you popped in, I took this camping Melbourne Cup long weekend, which is the horse race here. Stuck it in our hardest timber, which is red box, red river gum, iron bark. What saws are you running today? This is the only one that, apart from the last week, different. See you, Jay. Thanks for popping in. Uh, yes, I did take it camping. That's what I was telling the story just before Chris popped in. I took it Melbourne Cup weekend. Red box, red river gum, and ironbark, red ironbark. Put 2 tanks through it, and I've blunted the chain, but it's been in the toolbox ever since. 2511. No, I haven't ported it. I don't know if I will. It'd pull a 16-inch, easy. This is a 12. I was cutting 14-inch dead as red river gum with it, and red ironbark and red box, and I think there was a bit of yellow box. I'd call it yellow box. Could be grey box. It's hard to tell when they're fully dead. That wind's changed directions, it's blowing straight at me. Chain's at half its life. I don't know if you'll see that. It's a Carlton. Ow. Carlton. NI. Carlton N1 or something on the drive links. 38 Slow Pro. It's not the chain from the bar, but it works. Because they come with a 10-inch full chisel. 10 inches, in my opinion, is too small, especially for an Echo. The actual genuine saw will pull a. I've seen one pulling an 18, so that was ported. But 12-inch, 14 would be ideal. Even just for a camping saw, because you want minimum, yeah. You want. Well, there was a fire. There was a hole dug in the ground between myself and my missus where we were fishing, and a couple of the logs were hollow, so I just built them up. But depends if you want to split timber while you're camping it, or what you're doing with it. Because I've got a fire pit that I could put a barbecue plate over the top of, or the big spike you hammer in the ground. It's got the swing plates on it, or we've got like a pot belly. The pot belly needs like long, skinny pieces to put into it, so you have to split it, or you're just going to have to cut twigs. Yeah, 14. This is the 12's all right, Chris. If you want to split, or if you've got just an open fire, just cut your lengths, try it on the ground. You don't have to split them. But they come with a 10, brand new in the box, 10-inch with a full chisel safety chain or something, and a double raker, full chisel or something. I'm not even running the 10. I went straight to 12. Can we hear me or? Oh yeah. It's not a collared shirt, so I had to squeeze it onto my shirt. The microphone. Waiting for Darcy. I was talking to him 5 minutes before I went live. He's probably at the back running his clone because a branch just come down in his backyard. nearly hit his missus' car. Because I got his 07 here. Still here. Hasn't been started in a week. Even the Echo 452. The 923. Oh, hasn't been started. Who was that? 50 drive link. RS. Rapid Super. Do they do full chisel chain in that size? Cold start on the Echo. 4 pulls. And that's what it does. Even though she's only a small saw, it still hurts my left elbow holding it. I can't wait to make a cut or two with that Echo, that little Echo. The first one I give it to Darcy, he's ported it. But I don't think he's run it properly yet. So this is electronic, it's got an Atom chip on it. Darcy's got still points. This one's had all the points removed by whoever used to own it. And they put an Atom chip right there. Stiff. Possibly. I haven't done anything. I put fuel in it and away it went. So I went to remove the Atom chip because I really wanted it. Just in case I get another saw that needs it. And then it doesn't restart and blah, blah, blah. But it will. Put the high idle on. We'll actually turn the kill switch off. It helps if you turn the kill switch back on when you kill it. Still going through that. I keep forgetting about it. So then it won't start. Down is off, up is on. It's opposite to McCulloch. It's a bit finicky. I reckon I need to stick it in the log, heat it up, you know what I mean? Like it'll idle like that all the time, and then you wrap it, hold it wide open, and then when you release the trigger, it goes like it gets too much fuel. You can smell it. That was perfect. Hang on a minute. Just 3/4 out on the low jet. She'll be right, guys. I'll sort her out next year. I'm gonna get the bloody rag. I've got a bar oil running down my leg. Oh, there's Darcy. There. You reckon? See how she restarts. I'm not going to use throttle lock. Must be. Sometimes it'll fire straight up, like half an hour later, and sometimes it won't. I've got the butterfly closed too much. I don't like my saws idling very high. They sure do sound good, these old Echoes. I've got the 500, I think it's a 500 at home. The first, it could be a 550, it could be a 500. I know it's points and it's either 48.9 cc's or 49.8 cc's. But that's the bar and chain off it. Off that Echo 500, 550, whatever it is. Same as the 510 Farm Ace. Pretty much the same as the Farm Ace, but points version. I gave the Farm Ace to Darcy and then he's sort of cleaned it up and I think he swapped it for something. Where the bloody hell is he? I can't message him because I'm using my actual phone to film, like, to go live. So I can't message him, tell him I'm live because sometimes he doesn't get the notifications. Because I got his A7. I wanted to fire it up again because they're all still in the back of the ute from last week. 650. 650 is the big twin. Then you got the CST 600 VL. Might be EVL. Then the 610. 650 is the big one, I think. Darcy knows more about them than I do, to be honest with you. He had a twin. I got a video on it. Darcy and myself running it. Pulling a 24-inch Husky mount So 058 gauge, bar and chain, full house, full semi-chisel, full house. That wind's picking up. Well, that's 8 thumbs up. I've got something on my screen that makes it look like 6. Where is he? Do a cold start on this bloody 07. Oh, Jesus. That fuel cap's really tight. What have we got in here? Nothing. Bone dry. Why would it be bone dry? Hope it's not. Oh no, it's not hydrolocked. Must have ran it flat, empty. Nice weekend. Half a tank. Three pulls, cold, sitting in the ute for a week. And the kill switch now works. What the bloody hell's that fell down there? What's that off? The bastard come out of the echo. It did too. The bastard just rattled out of the echo. I was wondering, I didn't know they were threaded in there. Oh no. I've got to repair that. Where's everyone's going? Everyone's taken off. Bastards come out. I did not know they were threaded. I thought they were like a husky, you know. They had the head on the stud. Yep, this one actually had a plastic one on it. Broken. So, well, this one's broken too, but Darcy could probably fix that. This one had a plastic cover on it and it was broken. Like, I had this one. I might have another one, but it's got cracks on this side as well. So this is the better of the 3 that I have. That starts better than mine, believe it or not. That'll sit there now for half an hour and it'll start first pull. Not even a pull, just the first time it hits top dead center. I'll show you. I'll just put it on the ground like last week. Grab the handle. Every time. Watching? Far out. She wants to be She wants to be in timber, that old girl. Was actually driving around looking for something I could cut. They're all on properties. There is an abandoned property right there. They've got a couple of sheds. I was going to go in there and do my live stream, but I can't get in there. There's like a driveway directly opposite to where I am, but it doesn't go into that property. It actually goes down along the side of the freeway. I don't know. I had a parts one at home, like missing the cylinder and all that, but it had the flywheel and it still had ignition in it. I've pulled the ignition out of that other one and put it into this, because this is the one I've been trying those Nova chips on. Don't work. This one had the muffler my shelfie's got on it, and this was on the other one. It's an 090 muffler. Modified to fit with a spacer and bolts instead of studs. I haven't put a bar and chain on it yet. I was going to let Darcy do that. This is a handlebar off another part saw, because it had a solid piece of round bar which weighed half the weight of the saw. Swapped the oil cap. The other oil cap that was on this was cracked and it was leaking. It just needs another rubber foot here. Just needs another rubber footage will slide in there. I don't think it will, because I think that bit's broken off or worn off. Yeah, I was going to hand it to Darcy last week. I sort of finished the last day of the season videos, but it does need to go into timber. The 07s don't have the air vane governor. There's absolutely nothing in there. They've got the Duvalaki on the choke for it, but that's to hold it tension on it. There's no fan in behind there, nothing. I mean, it was possibly there, but it's been removed. Actually, I can see that now. It's been removed, so whoever owned it way back has removed it. But I don't know if mine does. I haven't taken any notice. I think it still has the choke, but it doesn't really kick in on my shelfie. But I think my shelfie might be a super. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between the super and the standard. I think it's just the muffler and the colour code. The supers have a white clutch cover, not a red one. A couple of mufflers, a couple of minor differences. I think might be a bigger carb. I'm not sure. But now the kill switch works, but it's actually broken. But the little piece is still sitting in there. So look, I've turned it every which way. Turn it every which way, but you still need the button, the center of the button, to be in the right direction, otherwise you can't kill it. We just got to find the correct pull handle. That is a steel one. I think it's Pharmatech, but We need the correct one. I think I've got another recoil there, but I don't think it's got a handle on it. And it's missing the guts. That recoil's off the part saw that I got the muffler off and the handlebar. That was... So this one and the one I got the parts off, I was planning on doing a ported build each, like the 08S, and then have a 07 put on it. Elastostart, I don't reckon it needs it. It needs the period correct. That one. See how it's fatter down the bottom? It sits in the little slot properly. That's the handle it needs. I don't know if those recoils I gave to Darcy have the insides in them, because he's going to try and attempt to weld the lugs back onto them, because I've got heaps, but they're all got the little lugs broken off. He was going to attempt to fix those. I don't know if he has yet. Yeah, they don't really need Elastostart. Well, this one doesn't, because it starts that easy. Pull the cord up slowly. Cold start on the homie. I'll do the homie. See, make sure it's got fuel in it, because it's been sitting in the back of the ute all week on that angle. Nothing. It's evaporated out because the grommet in the side of the tank's worn, split. Oh yeah, that's right. They blew the muffler off last weekend, the muffler front. So she's going to be loud. There's no cover on the outside. And the idle screws come out of the carb too. That's just sitting there in the airbox. Oh, the choke's not completely closed. There you go. Nice fire and go, but I shouldn't be doing it with it needs two new carb gaskets between the spaces. 923. I don't know if it's a super because it's got the decomp. Actually, that's why it was playing up. It doesn't come back out properly. I don't know if it's a Super 923 or a standard because it's got the decomp. It's integrated into the throttle lock. I like it. I like it too, but she's got some carbon scoring. The rings look pretty good. It's just on the piston, basically below the bloody rings. Piston's got some sideways movement in the bore that way. I've got to get the threads out of these 3 holes in the muffler somehow. I might just cut the nuts off and rivet it on. Rivets probably won't hold up though, because I don't have another muffler. Only the downdraft muffler off the 925. So if that'll fit, I'll just put it on here. There's a lot of carbon in the muffler still, but this one takes the chrome deflector. She's warming up. Now the rain's disappeared. Make a pipe. I could, because I've got some RHS that's about that size of that port. I don't have any round pipe that big that it'll squash down to that size of that port. Darcy, where the bloody hell's Darcy? I wish if Vintage pops in, he could message him. What's my camera? There we go. If Vintage pops in, I'll get him the message. Darcy. Or Luke, have you got Darcy on your thing, Facebook? You're probably watching on your phone, though. You probably can't go and message him. I'd message him, but he's at home. A tree come down in his backyard. He's probably using his 2511 T-Clone and cutting it up. Because I'm using my actual personal phone as the camera today. I can't message him. My second device doesn't have, it's got Messenger, but I can't log into it without using this phone to approve it. Like approve the login. I could make a pipe, but then this will be an oddball metallic home light. She needs a clean. I've got to get some more that WD-40 garden equipment cleaner or whatever it's called. OAS. It wasn't a very big tree. He said he was going to give it a run today because he took it to work yesterday and sharpened the chain and cleaned it off, like blew it off. Speaking of ported OAS, I should get mine down and fire her up. I need to find what size grommet goes on these fuel lines. Piping it would be awesome. Sound great. The grommet that goes on the side of the fuel tank. So this one needs the spike turned around for a start, because that's upside down. This one needs a little bit of work, but the 925 that I got at home needs the most work. It needs a full disassemble. So this had black here as well. You see there's a line there. I'll have to double check what it might be. So half the top of the trigger handle was black, because there's no badges. No badges on it. I don't know. It's not an 800 because there's no sticker up here. The carb was governed, the original one. There's no tuning grommet. That's missing. Hopefully there's one in that. A lot of parts Darcy gave. The starter's off the one Darcy gave me. He had a 923. It's not a super. I've got the crank, the cylinder, the piston, the cases, the handlebar. I've got everything bar the carb and the ignition. Yeah, at home. So the carbs. Oh, and the ignition, because it's part of the case half. At home. So I've got the piston and cylinder. I've just got to put some rings in it, I think. No, it's got rings, actually. Non-decomp. This one's a decomp, so this one's probably a super. 923. So for pipe this one, I'll make it like a toy. So I may as well go in and match the trench the cases to the cylinder, all that sort of stuff. New seals if they're the same size as like a Super XL. If not, I think someone's got a video on that. This sprocket looks 3/8, brand new, no wear on it. It's a spur. I put those bolts in there. They're Husky carb tray bolts, I think. I do have a clutch removal tool, factory one. Home light. Flywheel puller tool. NOS, original. Used it twice. Thank you. Share and eat dinner. Yeah, I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's 11 a.m. here. Where's bloody Darcy? Tell him they're out. He's missing his saw getting fired all the time. So the Echo's been sitting here for a bit. The Echo just fired straight up. I think I had a little bit too rich on the low jet. The clone. It's been sitting in the sun. been sitting in the sun. The carb's hot, really hot, because it's black. Everyone's gone. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. How long have I been on here? Oh yeah, an hour and 13 minutes. That's alright. So that's fully closed. It won't idle. It'll idle high because the muffler front's not on it. I was going to say I'll start it up and see if I can play around with the throttle linkage and the butterfly flaps and stuff. See if I can idle it down, but it'll idle high with the muffler front missing. But I don't want to run it much more because I want to clean up the piston. I might have to order a little red barn just to get the rings. Actually, they're going to be different size rings. They look like 1.2. I don't know what millimetre they are. 52? Oh, I think Caber do 52 mil 1.2. 1.2 mil ring. We'll see how much clearance I've got on the rings itself now, but clean up that piston. That'll be all. I've got another one at home too that's missing. Without a decomp, the piston and rings are all right in here. It's got none of the rest of the bits. Just for the still on. All right. Yeah, wait, that's out. See how many pulls it takes to start. It's been sitting in here all week. Height, I think it was 2 pulls last week. Make sure there's fuel in it. It's been rubbing on another saw. What is that? Mag alloy off the side cover. Yeah, got enough. You know what? I should have been at home right now building pipes. Problem is I can't film it. But I can take photos. I've got, looking at the amount of pipe that's got on it, might have enough to do. Might have enough to do 2, which is what I need right now. Well, not right. Well, I sort of do need them right now, but until 1st of March, I can't cut unless I bring some wood with me here. It might even be a high fire danger today. I don't know. That sun's bloody hot now. All the rain clouds have disappeared, but there's a chance there'll be a thunderstorm later. If you're still watching, Chris, I got this shirt out of Philadelphia. It's where my store is, apparently. But it stuffed the colours up and they didn't put it on straight, as you can see. It's quite large. I thought it was going to be smaller than that. You look at the photo in my store, it is actually smaller than that, but I suppose it goes up with the size that your shirt goes. This is the biggest size I got in my store, and I probably could have went maybe 2 sizes smaller, but I like the length, and I need sleeveless, which that would be huge too if I got like a muscle shirt, because there's the seam there. But I'm gonna get me missus. I don't know what the plans are. Well, I sort of know what the plans are for today because I'm actually working tomorrow, but I'm gonna get her to print my own shirt in the correct colours. The green's not as green, the yellow's not as bright, the red's not as bright, and the saw doesn't pop out like it would have if she did it. If that makes sense. Let's see if this fires up straight away. Probably will. What a beast. It does. I'm going to organise those gaskets. Strip it down, clean her up. Might do that. This one might be the first saw I tackle in the holidays. It's 2 weeks away. Needs the correct handlebar. This one's not right. It's broken. It's got one squashed up there. It's broken here. It's got a bit of wire holding it on there. Might have to get Darcy to. Well, not might. I'm going to have to get him to bend me up some because I've got the 925's flattened and it's bent. This one's broken and it's not correct. I think it's a Super XL one that's been bent upwards to clear. This one needs bar adjuster. I think I've got a spare. I suppose one out of a Super XL will fit it. Looks about the same size. Looks like a 3/8. Oh, there is a little bit of wear on it, but I can't read it. I've got to get it off. Oil pump's got to come off. I don't have to split cases because the bearings and all that feel and sound good. Oh yeah, there's nothing in that. There's a little. Oh, I can see the gudgeon pin. There's a bit of movement in the gudgeon pin in the piston. Would that be considered normal? Maybe 5 thousandths, if that's even a thing. A bit of movement there. She'll be right, as long as it lasts a video or two. As long as I get to run it once or twice, I'll be happy. I can go sit on the shelf next to the 800. I will be running this carb on it because I can't work out how to get the choke out unless that just slides out. I'm not 100% sure how they work. It needs the little bracket for the air filter, which I do have. Filter cover too, I think. Darcy's missing another live stream. He's probably going to miss it. All the rattle is this covers. The side cover. Once there's a bar and chain on there, the rattle will go away. It's actually pretty good nick inside, which is handy. Bloody side. The nut coming out of the Echo. It's been sitting here for a bit now. Watch. Oh yeah. She wants to be stuck in a log too. I did for a split second at home in a split piece. It was too rich on the low jet. That's three quarters of a turn out now. You go to one, it's way too rich. See if I can start it one-handed. I don't think I'll be able to get it one-handed, no. I think these would have come out with a 16-inch. I'm not sure what the maximum guide bar, what the maximum size would have been supplied. Maybe 20, but it's only 45cc, so I'm not sure, but it's got an 18 on it. Is that an 18 or a 20? 18. Yeah, actually, yeah, 18. 21, 20 would be max probably on a 45cc. That's 3/8, not 325. 325, you can go to 22. Is this on or off? On. Ten thumbs up. Someone thumbs up that can't comment. Maybe. I know if you've got an iPhone and you haven't got a YouTube channel, you can't chat. You can thumbs up or down or super chat. You can super chat and send a message if you don't have a channel or a Google account on your iPhone. Because I used to do it before I had a channel. I super chatted Buck and Billy Ray, so I'd read my message. But if you don't, digging, it is digging, cracking. Late. Yeah, it's all right now. The rain's gone away, but it's muggy, and the flies are back. I've been waiting for Darcy. He hasn't even been in once. I was talking to him 5 minutes before I went live. A tree come down in his backyard. He's probably running his 2511 T clone, cutting it up. He took it to work yesterday to sharpen the chain and give it a blow off with the compressor. So he's probably running it now. If so, we should have the tree cut up by now because it was only about, looking at the photo, probably a foot round at the base of it. So it wasn't very big. I brought my little 2511 T clone today just to fire up because I haven't started it since I took it camping, which was 2 months ago. Red river gum dust all over it. That's the hardest. Well, not the hardest, but way harder than the stuff I've been cutting on film. And it just flies through it like it's nothing. 14-inch log, 12-inch bar and chain, semi-chisel. Didn't phase the saw one bit. And I also brought it to remind everyone this is the giveaway saw. Not this actual one, but a brand new one in the box. Been sitting there for probably 20 minutes. Yeah. It is too rich. No, not rich enough. That's better. Much better. She was too lean. I thought it was too rich when I first fired it up, but it was actually too lean. I've had them all fired up before you popped in. I just had the home light 923 or Super 923. Pretty sure it's a Super. Have you got one of these, digging? 38 or something. What this one? 2511 T clone. It's 25cc, 25.4 or 3, whatever an Echo 2511 is. The Mad Hat was free. It was dumped. I actually just picked up. So there's a property right there that's been abandoned. They've got a couple of hay sheds or something in the paddock there. I wanted to go over there and above 50. Okay. Wanted to go over there in the shed so I didn't have to wear a hat. And there's a gate just across the road from where I'm sitting. People have dumped rubbish up there. I just picked up must be a 50-litre boat, metal boat fuel tank, and a pretty big Mickey Mouse, a stuffed Mickey Mouse, a big one, because Alea's got one, but it's only, like as big as those ones that you can hang on your mirror in the car. So I picked up, last week I got her a bike. She rides that around now, inside. I picked up this hat down the res. Oh, we got, what else we got that day? CDs. Military book, encyclopedias or something on, I think it must be Armory or something. Pick them up too. Heaps of stuff gets done. I got a lawnmower the other day, Scott Bonner. It was just sitting there on the side of the road at the res. Only needs a fuel hose. Mostly above 50. Okay. Well, this is the giveaway saw. Once I hit 1,000 subs, brand new in the box. I bought 3. Darcy's got one because I got a saw off him. I can't remember what it is now. Can't remember what it is, and he hasn't popped in yet. I've been going an hour and a half, and he's still not in here. I bought him this. Well, I can't remember what I got off him. Oh, the Mexican Paramax 610. The Wildcat 3800. I think it is 3800. Something else. We're always doing deals. I can't remember. It's my memory's shocking. Bought it OAS. Been sitting there for a bit. O38's going good. It's on the shelf. 381. I've been told I can keep that. I'm thinking the super chats Diggin gave me last week because the conversion rate's not even existent through YouTube for some reason. So what you actually super chatted me last week, Diggin, is that's all I get. So if it stays like that and it doesn't convert, I'll get the O38 Magnum from Pharmatech, but with I think it's orange over grey. I think it's grey crankcases, like the 466. Because I've got OE crank, piston, cylinder, flywheel, clutch. I don't think there's a carb. I thought there was a carb in a box. I got it all off what's his name? That young kid that's got the horses. Oh, I forget his bloody name now. I got them all off him, so I might grab the Holzformer 038 Magnum with the screw caps, not the twist caps. The proper Magnum clone. Leave it a clone and OEMize my 380. So I'll have a OEM piston cylinder. I think it's still got rings on it. Crank, clutch drum. I think I've got flywheel, ignition. I do have. I've got a couple of those. I've got a Ducati one. I might put that one in it. Hard to find over there. There's still $1,000 saw here for like a good condition one. Battered and beaten, I've seen 600, 650. So I might OEMize one, being my 380 clone, because it's orange and white. And I'll grab a clone and just keep it. Put the piston and cylinder and that on the clone. And then run the OE crank and stuff in the sort of build a semi OE saw, but it'll have a heart of an OE saw. I don't know what's going on. My hat keeps going on crooked. It's supposed to go that way, but my head's not allowing it. So I don't know. That wind's really picking up now. Feels good though. She's a bit warm. Make sure nothing blows in there. So that's the plan. Maybe that might be the plan. If it doesn't convert, because it's showing on my YouTube Studio app as what you actually super chatted. You've got an 041 Super. Oh man, I'd love me a 71cc 041. Supers are hard to find here. Even the G's. I've seen one in person, one posted in a group, and one for sale. 041 G's. And they went for a couple of G's. You have two. Full wrap handle. Of course, it's America. Of course, you all have full wraps. We've got 3/4 or half wrap saws here. Even the home lights. My 750 home light's got a half wrap handle, but it's got the chain brake. Thinking about selling it to Leon. Oh, you just bought a lot. Okay. Like even the 076s over there, 075s, they all had full wrap handles. Ours don't. They're all half wrap. Imagine an 08S with a full wrap. That's doable. Where's the side cover? That's doable if you drill a hole down the bottom. Darcy! Where's Darcy? He hasn't popped in yet. I don't know why. So if you see that, I don't know if you see that right there, that's my shop. That's my store right there. I don't know if you see that on your screen or not. Probably not. Probably comes up above the chat. Yeah, I think we're going to get some more. Oh, yeah, we're going to get some more rain. Nice. Believe it or not, right where I'm sitting, still dusty. I sort of planned to work on the Canadian 177 today, but I went out this morning, sort of had a meeting, and then come home, jumped in the ute. I got the Echo clone out of my camping trailer, chucked it in the car, and come straight up here. So it needs a fuel filter, new fuel hose rerouted, probably an O-ring and primer. Maybe a carb kit, but I haven't tried it since the unboxing video or the unboxing live. Home lights are nice, the original ones. They're simple. They're like a McCulloch, but different. So I haven't physically pulled a bigger one apart yet. I've done the Chrissy Homelight XL Auto. I've pulled that apart, ported it on the channel. Darcy now owns that. These ones seem a bit more complex because they're like a big Pioneer, like a 650. Your flywheel side case half comes off, then you got to take the piston off and the conrod off the crank, and then the crank comes out through that hole. This seems like how these ones are built. Still like a clamshell, but not. If that makes sense. They're a clamshell, but are completely different to a McCulloch. In the Homelight Super XLs or XL. Oh, nice. There's a C7 I could get for $100, I think it was. It's a blue one. And old mate's got a Promax 570 for $150 or something. But I got no money. Otherwise, I'd have them here, and I'd be showing them off right now, I suppose. 1050s, they look all right from videos. I haven't seen actually. No, I haven't seen a 1050. I've seen a 2100. 1020, 410. I've got a 410 and a DM40, which is the concrete version of the 410. C5 and 51. I don't have a C model. I'd like one. Probably is the C5 the 80cc. 2100's basically the same size as a 1050, but bigger again, like a C5, but massive, 77cc. So C5 would have been up against the 250 McCulloch, probably the same, probably around the same year. Like what I want to do is, so I've got the 1010, and I've put it against the Homelight Super XL, same. No, the old blue. I've got to sort the old blue out before I do that. So the old blue versus the 1010, but I don't have a flat top. I do have one on the way, which I've got to remind him. I'll ask him if he's boxed it up. Black top 1010, original 1010. Because I need to put that against the old blue. Oh! About bloody time! Wish you were here an hour ago. Chris was here. Chris suggested piping this because the muffler keeps blowing off. I said, yeah, no worries. That's why there was no fuel in the tank. I've got to find where it's leaking from. It's pissing out of there, but I might have to do a fuel tank replacement. So Chris said pipe that. I said, sweet. I probably don't have any pipe big enough. And I don't know if Darcy does. Kids' lunch, fruit salad. I haven't even had breakfast. $1010s. I don't mind. Like my first saw was the Promax 650, but it rattled all the bolts loose and lost them all. And then the governor screw come out of the car mid-cut. Couldn't find it. Then I had to buy another one, bought another one, sorted it out. Then all the bolts rattled loose. Then I mounted it to one of those little kids. I think they're a 40 or 30 centimeter push bikes. Might be a 30. Like one that you can bolt the training wheels to. That's how small it was. Used to do sweet, pipe it. Two pipes. Well, what about just a normal piece of exhaust pipe? Because there is some up there in a pile. I just scrounged through before I started the live stream. I picked up a 50-litre boat fuel tank, the metal one. It was just thrown up there. It's missing the glass off the fuel cap. The rest of it looks nice. Bit of rust converter inside, some nuts and bolts. Shake it around, sand it down, repaint it. It'll look sick, restored, and like a big Mickey Mouse, stuffed Mickey Mouse for a layer. But there's a piece of exhaust pipe up there. I reckon if you squash that, sort of like on the bend, then I can cut it and reduce it down or whatever. Steel. Well, even if you use two pipes, cut the middle section out of it. I've got that square tube too. That'll be about that size. $610. Yeah. Well, this was a $650. It was left on the. It was under a bench at the farm. We in one of the sheds with the Echo 750. That's why I've now owned the 650 and the 750 again. But my first actual saw I bought was the MS310. But if I know what I know now, I probably wouldn't have bought that saw back then. But they're still good saws. Well, yeah, some of that square RHS you gave me will fit. Almost slide straight into the flange. And then from there, I don't know. But I'm only going by that one that Tin Man built, with the dump pipe and the bloody rat rod nuts, like valve cover nuts or bolts, whatever they are, studs with the butterflies on them. That'll look sick, but that's copying someone else. 3 10-10s. 3 10-10s. Yeah, I got the minty one, the famous one that's still disassembled for a clean, and the black top, flat top coming. I got to remind Travis. I think he's forgotten, but I definitely want that saw. He reckons it's it's got the rattle before death. Steel boat tank come in handy for something. $50 to fill. Far out. This is over 165 litre, I think, but I put 65 in it and it wasn't empty. I have to my store. It hasn't asked me to link it to my YouTube yet. I think once I hit 1,000 subs, I've got to do all that, because there's a section there. You go in there, and it says "Get help" or something. Click on it, and because I'm using the phone, it won't load it. It says error or something. So I think it won't be until I get to 1,000 subs I won't unlock everything. So I don't know. Right in the centre out. Yeah. No big deal. He's just suggested a pipe, because I've either got to cut the little lugs off that are in here or try and drill out the broken off bolts to run the actual muffler front. So I thought about drilling them out and maybe riveting them, but it might be too hot for the rivets. But then again, The Lombard, the rivets are still good because I took those stainless zip ties wouldn't go back on there, so I just riveted it on there. But the rivets are holding, so I don't know. Yeah, 1,000. I need 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we got the giveaway. Quarter a tank. Doesn't even last a week. Doesn't sound right. 090 muffler, right there. 090 muffler on an 07. Oh, by the way, this has been sitting for about an hour. Those mufflers are very hard to come by here, the 07 two-piece. Two-piece, I've seen one 07 for sale with a steel muffler like an 08S. It might have, no, you can't put an 08S muffler on an 07 because the flange is bigger. So I've only seen one. I did own one. This saw, no, not this saw. The saw that muffler come off was actually a steel one, but it rusted off. It only had the pipe straight out of the port, bolted to it. Then the other one, it had the top half, the bottom half was missing. About half the size the tank in the Alyssa's car, same car. Yeah. Dead set, what a beast. Mufflers like open all the way inside stock, yes. Yep, it's just an empty cast box, basically. This one's got the spark arrestor screen still in there. Actually, no. I'll confirm that now. There is no screen in there from the look of that, but it's hard to tell. No screen, just the deflector on the front of it. I may have removed it already. It's quarter-inch head bolts on it. That's Pharmatech. It actually has a part number on the side of it. Or is it Pharmatech? I thought it had Pharmatech written on it somewhere. It does have a part number on the side of it. 00 or 440. So it might be even a contra muffler. I don't know. Definitely open inside. It's just a big box designed the way it is to flow the gases, whatever they do inside there. I think they just roll. No screen in it. Well, if you're going to do that, I'll have that back. I'll put that on mine. It should fit, maybe. Might not. No, I don't think it will. It's too wide. Weld the 45 to the plate and bolt it on. You can even close. That's fairly thick, that plate. That deflector. This here is fairly thick. There's no bending it with a screwdriver. Oh yeah, you probably could. But if I So what do you mean, like here, make the pipe, I don't know. You could even flip that around, because if that was facing that way, it still wouldn't shoot the gas at the bucking spike. It'll shoot it in front of it. And then your bar will get soot all over it. Won't fit. I don't think it'll fit. It looks a bit wider than mine because it's a bigger muffler. It's 1/4 inch bolts. Actually, that might be 5/16. It's even got tabs locking them on there. Like, I could buy another one. It was only $30 or something from Sean, but you got to be there to get it for that price. Yeah, it's been sitting there, I don't know, since before Chris left. Fired straight up. Even the echo's firing straight up. I got me clone. The 452's been sitting here for a bit now, since sitting sort of in the direct sunlight, but there's no sun out at the moment, but it's still bloody hot. Oh, wait, this. Even this thing's been sitting here a while. Fuel's still in the hose. I don't want to run it any more than that now. We've got a little bit of movement in the gudgeon pin. Actually, the whole bloody thing. Piston's moving up and down when I'm doing that. Gudgeon pin, you could probably get I don't know. I hope it'll turn out alright, but if it's just a toy, then if it's only got to last maybe 2 videos, and then it can go on the shelf. Oh, the bastard come out of the bloody Echo too. I didn't realise they were threaded. Yeah, that explains why one was sticking out further than the other. Hopefully, all I got to do is screw it back in. Sounds mint like that. Oh Jesus, I've missed heaps. I've been looking at this screen. I haven't seen any chat. Echo 300. Yeah, they're good. Sort of the square looking one, isn't it? Yeah, all running mint today. The Echo played up a little bit this morning, further earlier on. Yeah, I think that's threaded actually and pulled out. There's a bit of thread there in my finger. So that's my fault because the bolt's actually, yeah, I've probably pulled it out. Hopefully there's something in there to grab. If not, I'll have to repair it. No big deal. It's only going to last a video. It wants to be in timber though. Want to be in wood already. Yeah. I reckon this just needs, this Echo needs to be in a log for a little bit to warm everything up. How the bloody hell do you use that? Oh, there we go. We'll have to compare it to yours because she's electronic. Close the choke now so nothing blows into that. This will probably be the first one in the holidays I'll get onto. Well, that's right. I said instead of doing this, I should have been at home making pipes. I've still got to find my cutting wheels because they're still actually, if I put that there, can you guys still hear me? That'd be better if it's got on mute. I don't know how to mute it. I can't read the bloody book for them. Yeah, sounds good. Moiraphone or microphone. I've got to find my cutting wheels for the grinder. Oh. Like my shirt, the colours aren't what they're supposed to be. Well, they are, but they're not bright enough. This is straight from the store. 2 weeks I think it took to get here. I did select Express, but somehow it went back to standard. A bit colder. Bucket of water freeze. A bucket of water freeze. Well, our windscreen freezes, but that's it. Here, basically, we get a frost and that's it. It did snow here 5 years ago. But only for about 5 minutes. I'm really bummed about that bastard now. Wanted to have vice grips. I might have my small pair in. Yes. I'm doing the nut. See if it'll screw back in. If not, then I'm going to be doing some fun stuff. I'll just see if it goes in and grabs. You know what? I reckon I got the wrong side. They got the short side in the. Oh, it grabbed. I'll have to put 2 nuts on and take the bar and chain back off and see if it actually fixed it. So from now, it's just pulling it straight back out. Damn it. What happened to the... It just fell out. It was on the ground. I cold started it. Did a bit of tuning, give it some braps, whatever. Put it down. I had it up here for a bit, running it like that, and then I stood up to start your 07 cold, and I looked down there and it was sitting down there. Same thing as the 661, I think. Not sure. It might have rolled it. Well, it didn't roll around in the back of the ute, but something might have rubbed against it, or the vibration from driving loosened it up. And then I've started it, and then all of a sudden it's on the ground. But the bar and chain's been on it since last week. On a white shirt. Well, this is actually, they call this black. This is the biggest size I got on the store. I probably could have went 2 sizes smaller, but the length is good. I could tuck it in. Kieran can make it all better red, brighter yellow, darker green. It's actually screen printed. There's a brown line straight down there. I don't know if you will see it. If you popped in, you can't comment. Hit that. And if you want to comment, go down there. You'll see Super Chat. You can, if you haven't got a Google account on an iPhone, you can message that way. My beard looks like it's going orange. Wow. Basically, you never have hard freeze. Not like that, no. Not here. Where it snows, it'd probably get that cold, but not here. We only get a little bit of frost on the grass or on the car. That's it. I'm in Victoria. Victoria's the state. Not pumping oil. Did you pop the... So mine all the way right till it stops, and then out one half a turn, and it's oiling its bejesus off. Metal detector, I reckon. I can't be bothered with that though. There's gold in creeks. Fools, wherever there's fool's gold, apparently there is gold in a couple of the rivers I go. Old timer! A couple of the rivers I go fishing at have fool's gold all along the banks where the water meets the bank and the water sort of moves. You can see it rolling around. Yeah, because your one got the knob off this one, the auto oiler. Actually, I might be able to take it off the 500. I've got it closed off now because they pump oil while they're running, not while the chain's moving. When I first fired it, it wouldn't do anything until I pumped the manual oiler. As soon as it started squirting out with the manual oiler, the auto oiler kicked in. And it's half a turn anti-clockwise from closed, we'll say closed. That's flat out. If I go any more left than that, it reduces the flow. Because it's got an 18-inch bar on it, I'd rather have it flat out. Old time has Tasman done the axe reveal, or is that later tonight? Or is that tomorrow? Might be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow for us there. I'll be at work tomorrow. I won't be able to watch it. So, well, I thought that's what you were doing, cutting the branch up. I said, where's Darcy? I was only talking to him 5 minutes before I went live. Then I said, oh, he's probably cutting up that tree with his clone. Yeah. Oh, cool change. Did you make the last live out when I was out in the forest, old timer? I can't remember. I've got a couple of axes. They're still sitting in the back of the ute. I'd like to show you because, you know, nice axes. Split a load today. Nice. I've got my plum right here. No, you didn't make it. That's right. Oh, 6 pound plum. Is that Tassie or Dandenong? She's a little worn on the toe. Spotted gum handle. Burnt and stained. And bar oil all over it. That. I can't really see on that phone. I'll have to look on the device. What you guys will see, I'll be able to see there. Can't really see it because I burnt it. Tassie or a Dandenong, I don't know exactly what it is. I'll have to go back and on the Axe Junkies and get the chart, which is worn on the toe, heaps. Split on the ground or very tall person. Looking axe, and no axes like this. This is a plum, but it's worn. Plum USA written on it. £6. I got to bang a bigger wedge into it. She's loose. There's the plum and Kelly Flynn edges over there. Oh. Flint edges up. There's the shorts. I think short video of me splitting firewood with it. It's bloody tangled in this bubble wrap from the unboxing. There we go. She's got a chunk out of the handle where I bloody hit the log when you bastard. Coffee cup just blew over. I don't get it. People here just, when they get stuck, they just grab a sledgehammer and start. Oh, I didn't. Just not on straight. Tassie's from overseas. I think that's from because it's Tasmanian. Yeah, probably Tasmania itself pattern. Kelly Flint edge. A little bit of flint left on the. I don't know what rock you use to strike it, but it's been abused by a sledgehammer. Spotted gum handle. This one's nice and tight. This one, it didn't look like that. It was like really rusty. I had to soak it in vinegar for probably 2 days. Then wire wheel on the bench grinder. I cleaned up here a little bit. This was worse here. These ones, I paid $20 for the head. I think it was because you couldn't see the brand name in it. That's how rusty it was. That's almost completely gone, that stamp. Yeah, $20 for the head. That plum, I paid $5 for the head. Just the head. The handles are $30, I think, at the hardware, at Bunnings hardware store. There's a bit of rust coming back onto it there, look. Or was that sap? That might be sap. This one hafted nicely with the... I don't know all the terms, but she's squeezed out here. Nice. The plum's got a bigger eye on it. It's a bit hard. And my HB, it's got an insanely small eye. Spotted gum. Are you getting bad wind noise through the microphone? Is the bastard even on? Yeah, it's on. Spotted gum. Aussie hardwood. It's actually a pinky colour when it's not stained and burnt. It's almost red, but it's pinky. It's a pinky colour. Probably lose the hat for a bit now. It's a pinky, yeah, it's a pinky colour. Yeah, is that unstained? That where I put that chip out? Never heard of it. Buck and Billy Ray's Bucking Billy Ray, his wife's kindling axe has got a spotted handle gum on it. Someone sent it. I think Bill Block or someone sent him a handle. Nice. 5-pounder. I think that's, I don't know what this one is. 4. It's bloody heavy when you grab it by the end. I'm not sure what poundage this one is. It's not stamped into it. 4.5, 5, might be a 5 with the handle. My HBs, I've got a HB Dandenong. I think it's a Dandenong. It's getting a 32-inch spotted gum handle. It's half the now, but I need to finish it, which I might do over the Christmas holidays. Digging it. I love to but one have a look around. Takes a lot of time though, but I enjoy walking. Okay, well you. Oh, metal detector. You must be answering that. Yeah, right, yeah. It's harder than hickory. Yeah, I put a hickory handle on another 2 axes. Same pattern as the plum, but generic. So like they must be like Aussie made, but unbranded. 2 hits with the hickory handle, and it split straight down the middle. I was devastated because I spent $26 or something on a handle. I sanded it, I burnt it, I stained it, took it out. That's the only axe I took. 2 hits in this really hard, really good firewood, and it split straight down the centre. I was annoyed. Then I went and got these spotted gum handles, and I haven't had an issue. Just cheap hickory, Aussie made garbage. Oh, that's better. Bit of iced coffee that's gone hot. Yeah, these are proper Krugers. The brand is, I think. Which is an actual handle specialist. They do maul handles, shovel, hatchet, axe, probably broom as well, handles, specialty joint. So I bought cheap handles and I paid the price twice. Well, actually once, because I have never actually swung the other axe. Yeah, that one's more a show axe. Nothing special about it, just I don't really have a use for axes. I just like them. I'd love a double bit. I'd love a buck and special too, but you know, they're a bit expensive. Hickory handles are the axe on the handle I got is garbage. Spear and Jackson. It's the same timber. Exactly the same. I think Spear and Jackson are like an off-print I know you've got a bucket special. I've registered. I think it's called registered as for a bucket special 10 years ago. Sun's coming out again. Yeah, and then I went on the website. He's got another section there, I think. If you are accepted or something, it's going to cost you 200, and I think it was 275, and then whatever postage is, which is be over $100. So it's like a $400-500 axe. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it'd be worth it, but not for Aussies. It's cost, yeah. Like this shirt was, I think, 20 something dollars on the store, but it cost me $41 to get it here. Rehandled and given away over 100 apples. Yeah. Although this was pretty cheap. Even though I selected Express, they still only something happened between the time I clicked on Express, then went to checkout, it went back to standard post, but it still only took like 2 weeks to get here. So it should have been here a week ago, but it took 2 weeks. So if I went Express, it would have been here for the last day of the season videos. I would have been wearing it, but it didn't come until a week later. I got it 2 days ago. Yeah. Which is all right, and it's nice. This is the biggest size on me in the store, in the shirts. But I did select black. Apparently this is black, but it's grey, which is all right because it's not as dark as black, and I'm not as hot in it. And it's a nice thin material. I'm not sure what brand it is, where it comes from, whatnot. I'll check that out later. But the 08S design got copyrighted. I can't. They kicked me out. They've rejected it. Copyright. I don't know why. Why would it be copyrighted? Or why would they reject it? I know other people that have certain stuff, but is it because I'm Australian? So now I got to yeah. How? No, not the T-shirt. 08S. I can't show you what it is or what it was because it's on that phone there. Unless I can't. I don't have the other phone. But basically, it was a picture of a brand new 08S. That is Ryan Bowen. Don't know who that is. Basically, it's a picture of a brand new 08S in a circle. White knuckle guard still on the side of it. and then I added words to it and left it in the circle design. Added words, the mighty O8S. Then down the bottom, what more? What else would you really want, or something like that? And they've restricted it. Arm wrestler. Oh, okay. So now I'm probably going to have to redo it with a picture of my own saw, but it'll probably still get rejected. I don't know why, because there's people with metallic emblems. There's people with whole former stuff. And I can't put anything up. People with John Surred. Is it because they've changed, like probably changed it a little bit? I don't know. Exactly. But I think it's because of maybe because it's Australian. Like, I can go and I've made them before, but if I sell more than 250 of them, it's copyright. You get done for copyright. It must be Australian. Must be Australia jumping in. I don't know. Not 100% sure. Mistype the name. Put the I upside down. Or put the L before the H, like they do on some of those Zenoa clones. Yeah, I don't know. See, my design's got a metallic chainsaw on it. Oh, 210. Style. Well, is it because the actual picture of the saw was there? My brother-in-law gave me some chili. Oh, chili. Only your eyes. When I have chili, I rain. The old saliva triples and I start sweating, but I love it. I'm actually growing jalapenos in the garden now. Last year I had a habanero. Those little bird's eye, I think they are. They're about that big. We picked heaps, but never had. Style, oh it is. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it is. Might have to change it to the 466 or something. I've got Canadian IEL designs. I've got Partner, Pioneer, Canadian, bird's eye peppers, jelly bean size, hot as hell. Well, mine probably would, as long as this bastard. My youngest daughter kept picking them off when they weren't ready. Same with the tomatoes. I had 5 or 6 tomato plants. She kept picking the bastards while they were still green and they wouldn't grow. And now she goes to daycare, or school she calls it, and her educator, so to speak, has garden, and she's actually learned to not touch them and just water them, and that's it. Like they're babies. Don't hurt the babies or water the babies, you know. So now she's learnt. Now she's actually got her own those snacking size cucumbers. They're like miniature Lebanese cucumbers. They're about that big. She's got 2 of those in the hanging pots and 2 strawberries. So she's actually, well, she can't really pick them because they're up, hanging up like above my head. But the other day I had to get them down because I was thirsty. Had to get them down because I was thirsty. We missed the watering after the rain last live stream. It started raining. There's a big storm out there. Have a look. In Columbus. So that's the house. There's a couple of sheds over here. I wanted to get in there. There's a driveway just over there, but it goes to like down beside the freeway. I think the actual gateway for that. Your wife's laughing at you. There's a couple of sheds over there. I would have been like out of the wind. I wouldn't have had to wear a hat. It's nice sitting over here, up here. Holy. Jet lines. What do you mean? Normal clouds. Well, that's a storm cloud. They're normal clouds behind me. There's all different types here. We get cold cloud, which is kind of like that, but that's sort of rain cloud, but they're sort of normal. But that over there is storm. Sort of. They're not high enough yet. Oh yeah. Time for right. Well, you do know that the government they call it rain seeding. They can do it out of planes apparently, which makes it rain. So when there's a drought, why can't they do it then? Artificial, yeah. Man-made, not like ours. They are actually because well, even here in Australia they do it. They send planes up. Like even when the Qantas jets and stuff fly over, you see that trail. I reckon that's what they're doing. Making it rain. But when we need rain, when farmers need rain, why can't they do it then? You know what I mean? I never knew that. When jets go out. Geoengineering. Yes. They do that here too. There'll be not a cloud in the sky, and then at sunset you'll see a plane like a jet, Qantas, or whatever going, and it leaves a trail. Even small planes do that here, like like the roulettes, or like the stunt planes. I'm not sure what they're called over your way, but they're roulettes or something they call here. Those ones that do the shows and that for the Queen or the King now. It's the same thing. I don't know if it's the same thing, but something sprays into something on the thing, and then that stuff comes out of the plane somehow, out of the engine or the muffler or something. There's actually a wind farm. I've lost it because it's raining over there now. Can't see it. The turbine's spinning. I don't know if I can zoom you in, but maybe not. I'll just try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you look between that branch and that fence post, you probably won't see it. Actually, right. Whoa. Jesus, my finger's huge. There's a wind farm. And of course the phone's blowing around. There you go. You might be able to see the turbine's turning now. The sun's come out. Yep, I can see it on the second device. That's hectic. I didn't know you could do that. Zoom in. Because they want it to be a drought. Yeah, I know. Oh, another thing I wanted to ask you, Darcy, the 923s, they're 52 mil bore, aren't they? Or are they 50? Something in there like that. Just in case I need new rings. Solar panels. Yeah, that's not going to save the planet. The whole planet covered in solar panels isn't going to power the planet. It's like all these bloody electric cars. They're gonna outlaw fuel, but they're still gonna burn diesel to mine the stuff for cars and stuff, you know. Because there ain't no electric powered mining vehicles are gonna mine stuff to build stuff. And you still need iron ore to build the panels for the Teslas and stuff. 52 mil, sweet. They're 1.2 mil on these. 1.2 mil ring. So I think Caber has them out because I don't really want to buy a little red barn just to get the rings, but then if I buy the little red barn piston, it's probably going to be 1.5 mil rings, so I'm still going to have to run the piston. But they're 1.2. And it's got that much bloody compression, I can't turn it back. Case compression. The rings look alright. I just need to get the piston off to give it a clean up from all the carbon scoring. Old timer, most of my saws I've been given as payment for labour for fixing other people's saws. These homies, I got them from John Power's house. He's been cutting firewood over 50 years. This would have been one he was using. Excuse me. The 307s, the complete ones that I got from Ken Rothke. Was it Ken? No, two of them I got from Ken. I think these ones come from John Power's house as well. Not the two complete ones, the part saws. 08 S's and all that. John Power's house. I just went for every still, all the red, or red and white, orange and white, and yellow I could grab my hands on. So steel, husky, and home lights. The home lights wasn't really. I've always wanted them, but it was sort of iffy. He goes, "Oh, if you want them, take them." I was like, "Sweet." Missing parts, obviously, but yeah, I need clutch covers, air filter covers, and all that sort of stuff. 1.2. The cylinder you gave me, I'm going to have to use on my 925. Because, yeah, she's scored worse than this one. Well, it does still fire. I could probably just. I need to check the inside of the cylinders. Couldn't believe it. Max in rings. The rings on that one's not. The piston and cylinder are all right on that one, but this one can be saved. But I'm not sure about the 925. Semi-vintage. Yeah. You guys have seen every saw I've got except for two. Except for two. Maybe if you're in the live stream when I did the walk around, you would have seen it. The skill saw, which is a PM 330. 330, 310. Not a Pro Mac, power machinery. Pioneer. No, it wouldn't be Pioneer. Power machinery, PM. Skill saw 1629. Then the Mobile Co matchless. Guess what, Darcy? You know that would it have been a brush cutter motor? Remember you give me that? The cylinder, the carb, it had like a motorbike carb on it, but it had there was an intake 45, would it be a 45 or a 30-degree bend? That's actually off one of those saws, I believe, and it actually has the pulse port in it, so I could put a HL Tilly onto the Mobile Co. Mogger's old scooter motor, that's it. That's got like a Mobile Co. reed valve intake elbow. Then you bolt the carb to it. That'll work on a HL Tilly. If it bolts to the Mobile Co, I'll stick a HL Tilly on it. And there goes the gravity fed carb. Because it still sparks, it still fires, it just won't keep running. My second device is dying. I don't even know how much charge this has got. Sweet. 80. It's actually charged while we've been on the live stream. Now I'll unplug it. Plug in the second device so I can still read the chat. If it'll go sideways. I don't even know how this. Oh, hang on. If I click that, go full screen. Yeah. Oh, that one's off an old work, mate. Oh, I could chuck a Aaron Lynch. Oh, Aaron Lynch. Okay, yep. I must have missed something while I was trying to stuff ass around with that. Aaron Lynch ported it. Is it Holes former or an Neotech or an actual saw, actual the OE. 90-degree bend. Yes, it's got some red paint on it. That's why I was like, that's a mobile co. Or maybe orange, a little bit of orange on it. 90-degree. Yeah, it's got to be because yeah, sweet. My parts matchless has a yellow HL Tilly, but it doesn't have the right elbow. Holes former. Oh, and the Husky. Which what did Aaron do? Both of them? I tell you what, this is bloody nice when it's hot too. I should have left the passenger side window down because the wind's coming this way. It would have kept this cool for a bit longer. So 90 degrees. Sweet. I'll get that running, and she's only got a 16-inch bar on it. 404. I could get one sharpened out of the chain. But then again, I've probably got an 18 inch there I could put on it. I don't know if it'll pull an 18. What should do? It's 80 cc's. Kind of hot. Well, winter time, this will stay cold all day, sort of. Aaron did the. How long ago? I haven't been watching Aaron that long. Maybe 3-4 months. I watched him do Mama Taz's this spring. I probably have watched it. It's bloody mint, that coffee, I tell you. There's about 6 other bottles in the back I've got to throw out. I might do that. Well, I won't be doing it. Probably till the holidays. I got my roster for tomorrow, but I can't check it because I'm still using the phone. Going to work tomorrow, guys. Blowing some asphalt. Haven't done that for a while. Actually, I was in one. It's a Trout River. Live bottom semi hot mix asphalt. Monday. I was in one. I done 2 loads. Yeah, 2 loads, and now I'm working tomorrow doing it again. So a bit different to the video you guys would have watched when I did that video. Whoops, wrong button. Hang on a minute, I've just stuffed up there. Went down the road to learn how to port. Like, I bought a nice lathe. Wrecked it. No good. So me and Darcy need to. Wind chill was -1 Fahrenheit. -1 Fahrenheit. That's -3 degrees for us. So if I say right now it's 32, I think it's supposed to get to 32 degrees today, which will be 64. Wisconsin. Is that right? Wisconsin? Winnipeg. I knew that. That's terrible. Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. I have to get a book and write where everyone's from so I can remember it. I know Chris is in Washington. Is it Washington? New York. Lake effect snows like deep snow. It was snowing at Tin Man's yesterday, I noticed. Well, the video is probably a couple of days old, but southeast. Do you reckon those mini lathes, you know the mini lathes you get on eBay, like or Viva, you reckon they'll be big enough to do cut squish bands? Well, they would be as long as you can get the mandrel in there in the chuck. Because a couple I've seen have only got 2-inch chucks. Well, that's 50 mil. But will 50 mil fit in it? If not, you'd have to make like 45 and then make the step out. They're $1,000. It's a lot of money, but I suppose if you can cut like pop-ups in your pistons and cut squish bands or not squish bands, cut the bases to make your squish tighter, then it'd be worth it. I need to see one in person, but I don't think there's any shops here that have mini lathes. I'd have to go to Sydney. It's a 10-hour drive. Wonder would be any of the tool shop. Darcy, you still watching? I wonder if like Total Tools or Sydney Tools might have one in stock, like in the store. Need to physically see one. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't read the bloody. I can read that one. JT Saws. JT Saws. I don't think I've come across that yet. If the piston will fit, then I've got to get a mandrel. You know, like just a straight piece of solid tubing. Put it in the chuck, and then you put the cylinder on it, and then cut the base. Or make like a piece of pipe, then a flat piece of pipe. Luke who? Luke Reynolds. If cost wasn't an issue, 500i, 3120. 881, 1201, Echo. $12.01. 999F. Want me to keep going? Big boys. I've run a 1201, 73. Oh yeah, 7310. 1201 I've ran. 881 I've ran. Can't afford a 500i. They're $2,500 here with a 20-inch bar. Uh, 999F, Oleomac. There's other saws like Dan Arm Tornado, any of the Dan Arm, the proper like the pro saws of the day, $592. 572, 562, 550 Mark II. Any of the new Huskies, I don't have any. I've only got clones. Well, I've got the 394 high top, that's OE. The 576, that's OE. The 44, the 268, which I've got to put new bearings in. So I think there's 4 200 series Huskies I've got to do in the Christmas holidays. Bottom end builds. Yeah, they're 2 are red and 2 are orange. They're still 200 series Huskies. Well, not 2 red ones. I've got 1 red one. The other one's mint. It just needs a new intake block, which I think is off of 288. That I've got to investigate as well. West Bend, yeah. That's the issue, is price. $590. $590. 585 is about the same too, I think. 585 or 385? 585. 585. 500. Yeah, I ran 500i, but the chain was blunt as hell, so I switched it off. I was like, yeah, I can't. I keep pushing it, it's just going to blow up. That was Lockie's, by the way. Now he's got 3 of them or something, I think. So how long have we been babbling? All these saws have still been sitting here. We'll do the 07 first, because it should just go first pull. $395 out being ported now. Nice. I'd rather 592 have. Well, it's 92 versus 79cc, so, or 80cc. 79. 07 first pull. HL Tilly reliability. There you go. It's probably low on fuel actually, but it did just fire out. The clone. Yummy. Yummy. Red gum oily sawdust. I wouldn't mind the 550 in the Red Max. There. Oh. $650, I think it's 750. Red Max, or the 390 in the Red Max version. $73.10. Oh yeah. What else is? That's about it now, isn't it? Just Echo, Steel, Husky. Is there any other brands that are still going? I know Johnson had a Red Max now, but it's only the 550 and the 390. Yeah, Echo. They only go up to 7310. There's nothing bigger than that now, I don't think. Oh 90 AV. That's a bucket list saw. Contra, just for sitting on the shelf. 881. A carby, adjustable carby 661. It's bucketing down over there now. Still zoomed in. Check it out. Look at that. You can see the rain falling. Yeah, adjustable carb 661, which you could probably make out of parts. I mean, they got all the parts, you know, aftermarket. No one's, well, apparently one person sells the kit, but you got to ring him direct. But if you could buy all the bits and build one, obviously it won't be genuine, but that's no problem in my eyes. FK, yep. Yeah, that's who I was talking about, but apparently you've got to ring him, but we can't ring those numbers. And apparently they're going to be, I think you sell them for $1,000, so. Two man. I'd love a McCulloch two man, whatever. I can't remember the model, but they're 122 cc's or something. The big goose on the, is it on top of the fuel tank or the recoil? If cost wasn't an issue, Super 797. Any big handlebar McCulloch? I do have a 125, yes. I did grab it was a 1-66 from John Power's house, but Lockie chucked a wobbly. Oh, but I need it. Do you have a saw that? He goes, oh, I need it for the fuel tank and the handle. I said, oh, I picked it up. He goes, oh, nah. Chucked a wobbly. It was seized, but it wouldn't have taken me long to get it unseized. It was missing parts, but that wasn't the point. 1-53. I got one of those. There's a couple of videos on it. It's probably 1-52, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3. I keep forgetting what model it is because it doesn't say. I've got to look at the bottom of the cylinder to find out what it is. Well, to make sure what it is, but I think I've named it 1-52. Distant, that's the one. A fellow collector here has one or two of those. Two mans. He might have sold them. Oh, that's good. I know they've started a website called Chainsaws R Us, but all they sell is clogger shit. Excuse the French. Chainsaw pants and boots at the same price as if you go on the clogger website and buy them yourself. You just popped in. I've got my own shirt on, so if you like it, hit that, and I'll keep looking forward because I can't see. The phone screen goes dark. Uh, from what I gather, $1,000 digging. He said they'll be 1,500 cheaper than the real deal, but they're better than the real deal. What the bloody hell is that? Oh, it's a bird. Never mind. The magpie. What's wrong with it? I can't see him. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Yeah, $1,000. I think. Well, I'm not sure what the American price is, but he said $1,500 and the cheaper than the real deal. But they're 2.5 grand here, so 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 grand. I think. Doesn't say price. Yeah, he said $1,500 cheaper than the OE saw, but I'm not sure how much they are over there. But in saying that, if the Neo Techs are 380 for you guys, they're $600 for us, something like that. So what's the bloody 500i then? Victoria must be expensive. Backs up his saws. Or quite frankly, we don't have. Well, I haven't seen a Noka for sale that we can get over here, so I can't tell you. Can't tell you, but Indiana Doug was saying they were rubbish. I don't know. It's probably why they're going to court. I don't know. I do not know. But if they're better than Farmer Tech, not Neo Tech or Hulse Former, they've got to be all right. In my opinion, because we all know I've got Hulse Former and Farmer Tech and Neo Tech, but I'm yet to take the cylinder off the Neo Tech, the Hulse Former, well the steel Hulse Former. I've had the cylinder off the 395. Pre-assembled saw. It had the casting floor on the intake side where it goes for the pulse port to pump the fuel, but the replacement cylinder looks Mickey Mouse. So, and it's Pharmatech. It's got the big F symbol on the box. I'll just show you this boat fuel tank I picked up that was dumped up here. It's actually a Volvo Penta. Look at that. 50 litres. Still got a piece of hose on it. There's a bit of shit at the bottom of it. But Volvo. Would it be... That'd be 50, might be 25 or 30. The sail top. Oi. 50 to 1. Volvo Penta oil. It says gas on the tap. It's got the full empty and full, but it's missing the glass. It's got the float. Yeah, she's stuffed. Look. Well, that's just a bit of cork. And that'll... moves that. You're right. So that's how they work. Oh, okay, that pushes into there. Then when that rides up, it'll spin. Empty, full. That's how they work. Ah. I never had an idea how they used to work. But some nuts and bolts and a bit of chain in there. Full and empty. That gauge will still work, and then that'll act as a breather. It's it's tin. That might be, yeah. Is that 20 litre? So yeah, that's pretty cool for free, huh? It was dumped up there near the freeway, and I got this Mickey Mouse stuffed toy from my daughter. I'll put it through the washing machine. She's got one probably the size of his foot at home, Mickey and Minnie. Put it through the washing machine, fix its ears, sew its head back up. Put it through the washing machine. Oh, I've got to fix his leg too. Look, that's why he was thrown out. Heaps of free stuff. People just chuck stuff away. Just thrown up there. We've got that little bike for us. She rides that around last week. Gas can for boat motor. Volvo Penta, it's got written on it. That they are, old timer. The 660 farm kit, or the Farmer Tech kit saw, that I call the red light MS660. That's a kit saw. I think there's rain coming right at me. Might have to get in the ute. I built that 8 years ago, so it's 8 years old. I've never had a problem with that. It's starting to bloody rain. Never had a problem with that saw. But the Husky, the 372 I have, that's coming real fast, like real fast. It's raining now already. I'll have to go sit in the bloody ute. Hang on. Bloody rain. Let's come real fast. Leave them two under there. Look at this, I've got quick release. Quick release phone thing off me, what do you call it? Tripod. Huh. Pop that out of there and put that there. My Farmer Tech 371, because it was a single ring. Same time. It was... Oh, Max. The cold, yeah. Chains on the tractor. Yeah, the same year, like my 371, yeah, 8 years ago. The plastics have gone, they're faded, they're nearly white, like they're actually nearly yellow. The top cover, the air filter cover, the top cover, and the starter's that soft you can actually bend it like that. And that was a Farmer Tech. Actually, they're Pharmatech. They're not Hulse Former. I wonder is Hulse Former going to bring out a kit saw, because it had Hulse Former, I think. Did it have a Hulse Former? I think it had Hulse Former in the box. But then when you open it up, the case was actually a different brand. The cases had their own brand. They already had the bearings in the case, which is handy. And the crank sort of half slips in, and then you just get a rubber mallet and like 2 hits, and the crank was seated into the bearing. But mine had tuning issues. Like the first one had tuning issues. The carb was never right. You'd have to tweak it every time. But then again, I didn't assemble the crankcase, so I don't know if that little O-ring went on the bushing. Want to lean it out a touch? Sweet. Mine wants to be about, so you go all the way in on the low jet, then raindrops getting bigger, all the way in on the low jet, and then back out one, and then you want to go another 1/8 in. It's about where mine wants to be on the high jet. So between 3/4 and a whole turn out. I'm not sure if I'm yelling. Keep forgetting about the bloody microphone. And yes, it's on. I've got no drink left. I don't even have water in here. Should put a water bottle out and catch some rainwater. It's bloody hot in the ute though. Especially when the wind's coming through the passenger side. I can wind it down a bit because I've got the weather shields on them. Oh, it's better. Much better. Oh. Hey, me and Michael drooling at your nice weather. It's raining, but it's hot. It's high 20s, so high between, be high 50s for you guys. I suppose that would be nice weather. I can't stand it. I like winter. The rain's nearly over, so we can get back out shortly. Check the muffler was coming off. Yeah. 7/8 of a turn. Yeah, well, I was forgetting the fraction. Could go leaner, but I won't be. Is that 7/8 on the high jet? No, they like 4-stroking. They like, yeah, it needs the. Oh, Jesus. I think that's hail. Nah. Look at the size of them drops. Can you see them going down there? I don't know if you can see them. Huge. Huge drops. Yeah, they want that really 4-stroking. I reckon I'm going to put a bigger, like a 16mm pipe out mine, and then try it again without porting it. Ruined the threads in the cylinder. Had to drill and tap You okay? You've already done it, but I was going to say you can put a helicoil in the exhaust port, like the 4-stroke, a bit, but too much. She wouldn't pull. Was that with the 12-inch? Somehow there's raindrops coming inside. That's good. I won't have to water my veggies again today. That's if it's raining at home. Might have to pack up and fully go home, I think. I've only got to put 2 saws in, pack up my tripod, which is going to be wet now. And he gave it to me. 12, yeah, same as what I got then. That's all right then. Yeah, that pulls in red box and red gum, Red River gum, like nothing. Pulls pretty hard too, so 12-inch Carlton, yeah. Yeah, yours was actually a bar and chain combo. Mine, the chain off mine went onto the neighbour's saw, and I just kept the bar, and I managed to find a Carlton. Mine's a single rake at Carlton chain, semi chisel. She's half life though now. 210 minutes. What's that? Jesus. Have I been live over 3 hours? Last time I looked, it was only an hour in. 11 thumbs up. 11 thumbs up. I think that's more than last week's. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pack up, guys. So I'll just jump out, throw them last 2 saws in, pack up my. I don't know what yardage I get on this microphone either. What's going on here? Get in there. Get in there. These last 2 saws in. Bloody rain. Lift that up a touch. Put that there. Yeah. The best tripod I bought's this one. Heavy duty. Get you one before you go. One what? Thanks. Far out. Now you're going to go through my stereo. I need to turn it off before it starts. Here, off. There we go. Still going to go through the bloody stereo. It shouldn't though, because I've still got this on. It's still on. Have to go. See you. Thanks for coming, old timer. Hopefully it was all right. There's a set of rims there. They're off a truck. Spider rims. Oh. Far out. Get you one before you go. Far out. Oh, there's actually some weight in the back of my ute now. I can hear the springs squeaking. Oh no, I don't want second gear because it'll start beeping at me and put my seatbelt on. Has the sound changed, or does it still sound like it's coming through the little microphone? That was a nice bit of rain, but now it's bloody hot again. Eh. Oh, I could have set back up, but oh well, I'm already on my way home. Flat change. Won't do it first. Oh yeah, did it. Did it without the clutch. Check it out. Ah. Can't find them, grind them. Gotta go check on my veggies. Hopefully that downpour just give them enough water. I might have to put stakes in my tomatoes too. So if the screen's bouncing, I apologise. I should have checked the oil before I started it, but it was bucketing down. Yeah, I done one before I moved from Cairns down here. It was a little bit smaller than that. The inside wasn't rusty though, so this one will get me experience, sort of like a, what do you call it? Like a refresher. Put some nuts and bolts and a bit of chain in there and some rust converter and water mix and slosh her around. Tip it out, rinse it out. I probably could just put nuts, bolts, and a bit of chain and some diesel in there. It'd be the same thing. At least the diesel will protect it until I actually get some fuel in there. But I might just repaint it and display it if I can find those actual decals and redecal it. Or even if I find a photo of like a brand new one, my missus could remake the stickers, re-sticker it, put it on the shelf. I didn't know Volvo made boards. Must be bloody old. Maybe Volvo Penta was a part of Chrysler or something. Volvo Penta, yeah, old school. 50-1 it says on the sticker. 2% oil, something. I didn't know they made two strokes. Oh man, I gotta fix this friggin' mount. How bouncy is it? It's not in that section. It must be in that bloody section there. Why is it bouncing around like that? Must be from the. Yeah, look. I don't know. Oh yeah, bucket it down up here. I can see all the water running down the road because I'm on the dirt now. There's asphalt up in front of me. You can see it running down the road. I should have went down the rest to do the lights because there's a couple of root balls down there with some actual timber on. I could have stuck that echo in there and seen how it went. Look it up. Normal for a boat. I know on all the outboards, like going fishing with my cousins, they just go get a. What's going on here? Why are these two pigeons sitting in the middle of the road like that? They used to just put the little 200ml bottle of lawnmower stuff in a 10 litre bottle. Is it 10 litres? Oh, yes, that's 50 to 1. Yeah, right out. They never used normal outboard oil, they just put the lawnmower stuff in it. I'll have a look later. See if I can't find any of the decals. Try and get it, like, Kieran could probably, I don't know if she could take a photo of them and fix them up. I've already got the paint ready to go, red. You reckon that would have been red or orange? Looking underneath it, it looks orange, but I don't really like orange. I'd rather red. Red for unleaded. Worth a try. Ideally, it needs pressurising and heating the top to make it pop back out of it because it's dinted in. Oh, I'm home. That's how far away I go. It's not very far. The next one I'll go down the rest. There's some timber down there I can actually stick logs in, so I'll just do that. The reservoir. Don't matter, I was given a free Black Max Blue Band 250 V6 in Cairns when I was up there. I could never get it off the pallet because it was laying down on the pallet. I wanted to make it. A lot of people use like two pallets, make them go like that with supports, and then you can stand up. 250, yeah. Saltwater edition, V6, big motor. I got it for free. It was missing the gearbox, I think. Yeah, not the gearbox, the prop. The prop was. Wait a minute. I was given a boat motor without the gearbox. The blue band was complete, minus, I think maybe the nut that holds the prop on. Can't remember now. Talk about luck. I just put an ad on Gumtree. Uh, any engines or whatever people didn't want that was blown up or whatever I'd like to tinker with. They said, oh, we've got a boat motor, you want us to drop it around? I was like, yeah, sweet. They dropped it around. It was a bloody 250 blue band Merc. Couldn't believe it. It was huge, but I never got a chance to put the two pallets like that, and then the braces, and then I could clamp the motor down upright, and then start working on it. Then I just give it away. Maybe it was low on comp on 1 or 2 cylinders. I can't remember. This was 13 years ago. Then I bought a tinny. Kieran bought me a tinny. Went to a garage sale. There was 2 Johnsons 9 horse. One was 7, one was 9 in those blue food grade 44-gallon drums full of water. Picked one up for $200, I think it was. It was all white. I repainted it, repainted the boat. I shared a memory not long ago, Darcy. You probably would have seen it in my life because I don't know what's going on here. Second device is still buffering. Oh, it's bloody hot in here. Is this everything working or what? Mine's doing the same. Actually, I know it's working now. Yeah, second device has dropped out of the internet. Freaking hot. It's alright. Turn that off because I don't really need it if I keep watching the screen. I'll have to end it anyway so I can get out of this friggin' hot car. Sweat's going into my eyes, burning. The wind's nice, but it's not blowing the right way. I have to go check my veggies. I've got to stake the tomatoes. The wind will bloody... what do you call it? What the friggin' hell is that? Coffee? Is Diggin still here? Is he gone? I was going to say thanks again for the super chat. The phone's actually heating up. Back now? Sweet. I was about to leave. Just wanted to say thanks for the super chat. My phone's actually overheating, sitting in the car. So, next weekend, I'll probably do it Saturday. Lucky as it's, as you can see, keeps going to my eye, burning. So, whichever day I don't work, well, I don't know if there'll be work next weekend or not, so it'll be Sunday. I'll make it Sunday next week. We'll go to the rest. There's a couple of dead as, like root balls over there. The track we go walking on, I'll take maybe the Echo. I might chuck a bar and train on the 07, your 07. The Clone, the 2511T. Whatever else, maybe the 394, because I put an OE clutch on it. I need to try it out. We'll do that out on the live stream next week. I'm going to go now, it's bloody hot. So thanks, Diggin, for the super chat. You didn't have to. And yeah, have a good week. If you like the shirts, you just know where to get them. Down there. Hooroo.